So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Waneri. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Lucas Hernandez seems to have been around forever. He's so versatile, and I like the fact that in an age when fullbacks are all about attack, this guy knows how to defend. That's his priority, and he sticks to that.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. You can run onto that. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Lee Kang-in. João Neves. Here's Vitinha. João Neves. And here's Dembele. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Vitinha tries to heads it! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Waneri. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Vitinha, quarter of an hour played. And it's Dembele. Dembele will not walk. Dembele! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Oh, easy pickings there. Moved on forwards. Arsenal still without a single shot on target.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gabriel Jesus. He's having a go. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Gabriel Jesus really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Hakimi. Vitinha. Paris Saint-Germain upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
That has ended up in no man's land. Waneri. That's really well manoeuvred. Gabriel Jesus. Havertz. Plays the ball back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Havertz! They've got to be quick to recover this. Vitinha. Now João Neves. Hernandez. That pass has been well intercepted. Waneri. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's a key interception. Timber. Some good work on the right flank here. Timber is in a really good position out wide. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Kvaratskhelia. He's been picked out, and he was alert to it. Waneri. Now it's Rice. Oh, that's delightful. Havertz. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Waneri. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Fabian Ruiz. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Dembele. Shot could be on. Oh, he's been big chance! What a wonderful goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Strokes it back. Havertz! Havertz! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Havertz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Waneri.
Look, it's a run defence dislike.
Havertz! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. Hernandez. Here's Vitinha. Hakimi. Oh, it's Dembele. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. Hakimi. Lee Kang in. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Vitinha. Nice sequence of passes, this. Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
João Neves clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Coming on the field, number 37, number 19, Trossard, number 20.
Saliba gets it away.
The attendance for this match was
Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And here's Dembele. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Havertz, Trossard, He scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
67 minutes.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 29.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark. And he's had a shot! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Arsenal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And the pass is intercepted. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Fabian Ruiz has a goal! No mistake! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Trossard! Oh! Fantastic! A finish of true class! Into the lead once more.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
And it's Jorginho. Timber.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that's a throw-in. Fabian Ruiz, João Neves, Hakimi, another pass just keeps it ticking over, and Mendes. Arsenal close now to seeing this one through to the end. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady. Very little time to go and they have a free kick in a really promising area. They're taking a moment to consider their options.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Nicely worked.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Picked out brilliantly. And it's Jorginho. And he's had a hit. Oh, just lacked a decent finish. João Neves. 5 minutes to add. Trossard is steaming forward. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia looking to add to his goal. That looks a cracking ball. Goalkeeper's ball. That's that, the end. Arsenal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Trossard voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say, I'm
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
We have already started here. Darmian. That has ended up in no man's land. Bayern Munich with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that has left him in a heap. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the closest thing to goalkeeping perfection is this guy, Manuel Neuer. We all know about his abilities with the ball, but I want to keep an eye on his leadership. Such a vocal presence who accepts nothing but perfection from his defence and, of course, himself.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Muller, Kane, it's Muller! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Darmian. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, no joy this time. Couldn't squeeze it through. Lovely, he's had a shot! Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's Mkhitaryan! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Thuram.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Mkhitaryan. Thuram.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's played him through. Now that's well seen too. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Muller. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bayern Munich have reclaimed it. And here's Kane. Kane. Ashlani. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's played it back. Mkhitaryan. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. fiddles it through. Now it's Correa. He's beaten the last man. Well, there's the clearance. Closing in on goal. Pavlovic with a fine tackle.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space. Decent hit! And he hits the net! 2 up and threatening to pull clear!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Bayern Munich are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Ashlani. And that's another good win of the ball. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And it's Mkhitaryan. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Darmian. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goretzka. Now it's Thuram. Davis. For Olise. That's a nicely measured pass. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Olise. And the first half is done. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Goretzka, Olise, Kane looking understandably energised after his goal. Stefan de Vrij. Mkhitaryan. Floated through. Musiala. Kane chasing after it.
Bayern Munich have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Di Gennaro is there to clear. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Stefan de Vrij. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... And the shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So here comes the substitution.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Il numero 45, il numero 28. Attenzione, un cambio. L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 71.550 spettatori.
Fry gets across and deals with it. Now it's Coman. He is through here. So nearly the perfect ball. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Darmian with the slide tackle there.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bisek. And that has put paid to that.
Oh, really well played.
Big chance! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Numero 36.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Bisek. Martinez. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's being shifted off it. Coman. Pavlovic does well to get it back. And here's Muller. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Inter Milan looking to pass their way through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Bayern Munich surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's really well manoeuvred. This is promising. Coman, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's really well cleared. Now there's a fine ball. Well read. And the danger is averted. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. Inter have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Pavlovic. Martinez. Pavard. Oh no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Pinches it off him. And that will be it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your reflections then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
And that's where we have to end. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, the defence just about came out on top. He's one-on-one! Oh, he's got the shot away! The pass has gone astray.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bui. DiMarco. Ah, he's given it away. Looking tidy in possession here. He rises! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Kane. Muller.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Mkhitaryan. Oh, this looks sharp. Driving through the middle. So much time and space here. And he's heaved it away. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Out towards the flank. Muller. Bayern Munich finding their passes. And it's played forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. Goretzka, who's steaming forward. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. That's really well cleared. Olise. Goretzka. Olise. No, that's not going to find its target. He's gone for goal! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Pavlovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bayern Munich with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that was very necessary. Shifted upfield. Çalhanoğlu makes the interception. Kane. Hits one! Goal! Bayern Munich! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Çalhanoğlu.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Dumfries.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pavlovic. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Thuram might just make this. DiMarco. Mkhitaryan. Can he finish? It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
And it's half-time here. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So your views on the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're straight back at... Oh, smashing header! He'll try to keep this alive. Müller. Dumfries. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Goretzka.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Zielinski. Now it's Martinez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great.
Could be danger here. Throw in. Thuram being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Olise has it in a wide position. Kane
really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's fabulous. In for a header. Tar with the clearance. Oh, there's a probing ball. Goretzka. Now, what about a counter-attack? Musiala. Pavlovic. For Musiala. Now it's Müller. Davis. And Pavlovic. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Goretzka. It's Müller! Corner number 2, then. Olise plays it short. And the cross comes in. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Dumfries. Çalhanoğlu. Mkhitaryan. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7, numero 22.
Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
Il numero 11, cambio di giocatori.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Coman. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Can he get onto this?
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Dumfries. Well timed, excellent interception. Now he's off and running. Fratesi. Davis kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Back into the middle. Nice interception, well timed. De Vrij gets it clear. Fratesi. And now the breakaway. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's in plenty of space here. Heads it! And that is doing no harm.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Stood up well to him there. They get a throw in. And he's managed to gift it back. DiMarco.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. DiMarco. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Kane. Turns, great chance! Oh, that was a... And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. How would you summarise what we... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained.
Thuram! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that's neat. Çalhanoğlu. Martinez. There's the hit! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Jesus. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. That's really well manoeuvred. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. And it's Correa. First quarter of an hour gone. Çalhanoğlu. DiMarco. Oh, smashing header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lewis Skelly gets a foot in here. Correa. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Inter Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And the pass is intercepted. Correa. Waneri. Arsenal deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Zielinski. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Played back in. Goalkeeper's ball. And it's Correa. Oh, good ball, shots on here. Great hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Shot at goal! He scores! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Things starting to... Great chance! It's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Shapes to shoot! Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. Timber. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Timber. Oh, important interception. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Backward it goes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Saliba. That has ended up in no man's land. Dumfries. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's played forward. Timber. Timber is making a foray down the right. It's Gabriel Jesus! And he thumps it clear. And the first half is done. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow... Thuram! No mistake!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Now it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Back into the middle. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's played him through. That has been cut short. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Look at the space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gets his pass. Kane, put it away!
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Thuram, and the shot! Gabriel gets it clear. Rice, quarter of an hour into the second half. Waneri, oh, played right into his path. Now it's Havertz, and the cut back, tries a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Zielinski. Thuram. Just eases him off the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And here's Çalhanoğlu.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
That's a decent clearance. Timber. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Havertz. And it's Correa. Zielinski. Waneri does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Just about up to 75 minutes. Shot could be on.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Correa. Rice. Threads one in. Turns and goes back, and a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
Great defending, strong and determined. That is good alertness. Çalhanoğlu. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And Martinez! And it's there!
Gol per l'Inter.
And the lead is extended still further.
Numero 10.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Into Malam. Sterling! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dumfries. Now he's off and running. Martinez. White. Trossard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Can he finish? He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Martinez on the score sheet 3 times, very much the man. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Waneri.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders, and he can cause imbalances for any defence. And that's their problem, because so many want to try and get to him to stop him getting into his stride. It just leaves space for others.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Now it's Abraham. Saliba attempts a clearance. Rafael Leao. That's good defending in numbers.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He is through here.
Merino
Opts to play it. He's got the shot away! Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! Goal! Arsenal! First blood drawn. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Waneri.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Brilliantly cut out. Emerson. Here's João Felix. Now it's Abraham. Rafael Leao. Waneri.
Arsenal really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. It'll be a throw-in. Turns and goes back.
Rice. No, he's just misjudged that one.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Abraham. And they win it back again.
Rice. Merino. João Felix. Rafael Leao.
It's a goal kick.
Rice. And he can clear it away. Waneri. Timber.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Passing is crisp and sharp. João Felix. João Felix puts his foot on the gas. Oh, what a ball! Zinchenko, and that's gone loose. And here's Rafael Leao. Nice ball, and he's in here. Emerson. Timber. Oh, he's found some space here. Waneri is wide and looking to get onto this. And there's the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Fofana. No way through there. Merino. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Shot could be on. That's a sharp pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. Waneri. Waneri in acres of space out wide. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. He can run onto that. Now it's Abraham. Danger averted for now. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Very nicely done. Timber did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That looks a good ball through. He's beaten the last man. Big chance, must be! Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Joao Felix. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to...
Oh, what a mistake! And it's gone back to the keeper.
Milan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, it looked... And the finish! Joao Felix. Now, this could be a chance. That pass has been well intercepted.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And here's Rafael Leao. That is a brilliant interception. That's going to go a long way. Timber gets good distance on it. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's intervened well there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Defending of the desperate variety. Timber. Waneri. Hernandez. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That is good alertness. Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Fofana. Joao Felix. Abraham. And the shot! Has fallen kindly here. No mistake. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 90.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Trossard. Rice. And he welcomes it in. Terrific save by Manuel. Great chance! The whistle has gone and it is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Unitevi a me nell'augurare al nostro ragazzo un buon compleanno.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Musiala, shot at goal! Now the ball in. Bastoni clears it away. Pass somewhat off target. Elise. Kane. Opts to play it back. Oh, that's neat. Çalhanoğlu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great hit!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bisek kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Quarter of an hour played. That's been cut out, well played. Zielinski, Inter Milan, finding their passes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception. Dumfries. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Neither side yet able to find the net. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Goretzka. Çalhanoğlu. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Goretzka! Goretzka! He's got away with one there.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
DiMarco. To Çalhanoğlu. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Muller. Mkhitaryan. Zielinski. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Muller chasing after it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Kane. Muller. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. DiMarco. And he's managed to get free. That is a brilliant interception. Martinez. And here's Mkhitaryan. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Muller. Just eases him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Musiala, he's picked his way through. Goretzka, cleared without hesitation. He's got the shot away! Goal! Bayern Munich! Deep into first half stoppage time. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Bayern Munich come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Zielinski. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's had it taken off him.
Bayern Munich couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Martinez. Kane being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the...
It's Kane! A whisker high.
Kane nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
Bayern Munich are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Pavard cuts out the pass. Dumfries. That looks a good ball through. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. That looks a decent ball. Musiala, Kane. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, d.kopipes.
Deftly away.
Number 8, Leon Goretzka. Number 42,
Çalhanoğlu.
Number
Frantesi.
17, Olise. Number 25.
Oh, great! And the shot! He has done it! Inter are back in business. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
chance! Tries to get it clear. That could spell trouble. He's had a shot! Goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He is just caressing the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Coman! And that has been cleared. Nice defending, physical and effective.
Bayern Munich really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Lima.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Çalhanoğlu gets rid without sophistication. Inter Milan are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, well played. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Kane receives it in a good position here. Thuram with the clearance. That's a throw. Oh, he's found him in space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he can clear it away. And the counter is on. Oh, good ball, shots on here. Bastoni getting this one clear. And the referee brings it to a close. Bayern Munich illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Bayern Munich just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
So many thanks
And
to
a
Jim
quick
Beglin. That's
reminder
all we have
today
time
to please
for.
take
Good
all
evening
the
to you.
dustbins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Olise! Decent hit from there. Nicely intercepted. And here's Kane, and here's Muller. He's played it back. And it's Muller. Muller! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bayern Munich with the corner. They're first. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. A poorly directed kick for the keeper. He's given it away. Oh, he's found support out wide. Musiala. Goretzka. Musiala goes on a charge down the left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Muller. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well. First quarter of an hour gone. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Muller. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kane.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Olise. Motta. He won't be happy with that one. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, just he's one-on-one! Correa! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
No way through. Goretzka. It's Goretzka! And that wasn't far away.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in. Bayern Munich are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Musiala. Now it's Kane. And Pavlovic gets his pass away. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bisek.
Inter really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect, particularly if it picks out the movement up front, of course.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Correa. Davis calmly anticipates. And it's Mkhitaryan.
Bayern Munich certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Very nicely done. Goretzka. Müller. Goretzka takes control of it and he's on the move. Musiala. Half-time getting close now. And here's Kane. Some really good ball movement. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Pavlovic. Now it's Kane. Goretzka. And the pass is intercepted. Correa.
There will be 1 minute.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Correa. There's no flag. He is through here. Neuer can pick that up. And there is the half-time whistle. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
We're already back up and running after half-time.
Bayern Munich really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
In towards the middle. Keeper sees it all the way. Pavlovic. Bui. Tar. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Tar. Now that's well seen too.
Might want to be careful there.
Now it's Correa. Bayern Munich still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Oh no, what has happened here? No way. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
58 minutes is...
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 17.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Number 9.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Number 42.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Coming on the field. Number 6. Joshua Kimmich.
The most accurate
Number
pass.
46.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
In progress. The attendance for this match was 71,550.
And Aslani. Darmian. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's been cut out, well played. Pavlovic.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, what a ball! He's had a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Kimmich. Pavlovic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Just about up to 75 minutes. Coman does well to stand firm and defend it. Taremi. And that's been won straight back. Driving on and making good progress. No, he's not getting past him there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Martinez! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me, because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or, dare I say, throw it away now.
And here's Coman. And here's Muller. Boy. Bayern Munich are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Martinez. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Has a go! And that is doing no harm at all. Martinez. And the number on the board is 3. That looks a cracking ball. Martinez. Muller. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that is that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained.
Big chance! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Now it's Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan is in a really good position out wide. Correa. Acerbi kept his eye on it, and he's there.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Shot could be on. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aslani, and that could set him on his way. Real chance!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Oh, that's a key interception.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Great defending, strong and determined. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Inter Milan deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. It's Kane! A real chance and a real let-off.
Bayern Munich were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Goretzka given the lift of his goal. Correa. So just the one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Correa. Always onto this. Look at the space here. Chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Inter Milan with the corner. They're first.
Oh, well played. He's taken that.
Decent chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Oh, and he's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. Shot at goal! That's another chance! Sticks it away! Inter are back in business! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Musiala. Davis. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Upamecano does well to get it back. Goretzka. And it's Kane. And here's Goretzka. Now it's Correa. He's through, now is he in? Oh, straight hit! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, that's well spotted. Muller. Kane. Well, played right into his path.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the shot! Goretzka! Well, he's produced there the crispest of hits.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
There is the half-time whistle. Bayern Munich head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. And it's Mkhitaryan. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
Aslani really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Mkhitaryan. Motta. No, that's been intercepted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bisek. Motta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in space and looking for options. Now this could be a chance. He's had a hit! Decent hit and on target. Aslani. Now it's Martinez. And it's Damian.
The attendance for this match
Driving on and making good progress. Muller. Goretzka. Decent hit! Goal! Bayern Munich! And they get themselves in front!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Bui deals with that comfortably. And here's Taremi. Goretzka. Bayern Munich looking to pass their way through. Musiala. He's had it taken off him. Stefan de Vrij. Martinez. That is a little undercooked. And it's Muller. And he cuts out the supply. Aslani. Now it's Taremi. And the pass is intercepted. Muller. Darmian gets over and intercepts. No way through. And it's Muller. Musiala. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's Muller! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So here comes a substitution. Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 42, Musiala. Number 8, Leon Goretzka. Number
Into
2,
the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Martinez.
Number 46, coming on the field.
Martinez. Laid back in. Martinez!
Number 6.
And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he? Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially...
Chance to shoot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Aslani appears to be absolutely seething with himself after squandering the chance to equalise.
Martinez! And Martinez! Can he find the finish? And that is wildly off target. Martinez. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's gone loose.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
I think we're just about done here. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That looks a good ball through. He's picked his way through. And the finish! Can he finish? And it's in! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well...
And he's had a hit! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
There will be 4 extra minutes. And there goes the final whistle. Bayern Munich can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
It is now time for our special lottery.